So my name is Michael Rera. I am a CNRS researcher since 2013, and I study the biology of aging, although my field of research is a little bit broader. I am a pure product of university. I started to study biology in 2001 at former UPMC, and then did a Magister de Génétique in former Paris 7. And then my PhD in the same university, and moved for my postdoc to Los Angeles, where I spent 3 years in UCLA, studying aging using the Drosophila model. And then I came back here in 2013, starting my field of study on a particular aging model. Interdisciplinarity is at the core of my research project since I started it in 2013. It involves philosophy. We published a biomedical ethics paper with Marie Guy, who is a CNRS philosopher. It also involves mathematicians such as Sylvie Méléa from École Polytechnique, with whom we did a lot of modeling, physicists, epidemiologists such as Nicolas Todd, with whom we still work to try to apply our Drosophila-based model to human data. And I think the most important aspect of interdisciplinarity is that it forces you to actually step back from your main project and start understanding people who don't use necessarily the same words, the same lexic, and by trying to understand them, it creates a lot of emulation. What I first liked at the CRI is that most of the researchers here are pretty young and freshly started their groups, which means that there is a high level of motivation, and there is a lot of interactions between researchers from different research fields, which creates also a lot of emulation. The building also is pretty amazing, and with a lot of common spaces that are a good motivation for random encounters with other PIs, students, postdocs, which participates to this emulation. And then finally, as a researcher here, we have to give some teaching without getting overwhelmed, which also is an advantage because we can interact with students without being completely overloaded with teaching. Why do I teach at CRI? First, because I have to teach at CRI. It's part of my contract here. Since 2013, as a CNRS researcher, I don't have any teaching duties, but I've been giving 2 to 6 hours of Master 2 student classes for the past 7 years, mostly about aging and what we do in the lab. Here I participate in a broad range of different classes, and amongst those that I think prefer, there is the BIPSIN class, where students have to come up with a project based on the existing literature, and then they join the lab to actually conduct their project. The other one is a master course that we started this year on open science. And I was really surprised by how motivated the students were, the quality of the projects they proposed, and how they fully embraced the idea of open science and played the game correctly. And what I like particularly here regarding the students is that they're really international, so everyone speaks English. We also have a broad range of fields that are represented. Students come from design to biology, so this participates to creating interdisciplinarity, and this is really interesting.